Hey y'all, my name is Nicholas Noble. Informative speech, historical event. I picked a historical person. My historical person is Pablo Escobar. He lived from December 1st, 1949, and he died on December 2nd, 1993. So he just made his 44th year right before he died. He was in a movie, Sins of My Father was the movie he was in. He had a spouse. His spouse's name was Maria Victoria Hinado, or Hineo. He had children. He had one son and one daughter with this girl. He had 4 siblings. 3 siblings was sisters. 1 sibling was a daughter. He was the son of a farmer, so his dad was a farmer and his mom was a school teacher. He began his life as a teenager. He began it as crime. He was arrested then for the first time for stealing cars in 1947. He was arrested. He was a leader of the Medellin cartel, which approximately earned $420 million a week. One time they said, a little fact about him, he said he burned $2 million, or right at $2 million, or maybe a little bit over $2 million, to keep one of his daughters warm. By the 1980s, mid-1980s, Pablo was one of the strongest, most powerfulest men in the world. Pablo, he was so into all this. He had so much money. He had nowhere to keep it and hide it for him to be undercover. They say $2.1 billion was eaten by rats annually. He had nowhere else to store it, so he ended up burying it and putting it in the ground, and the rats ate it. $2.1 million annually, roughly. He owned a number of plantation homes in Colombia. He was known as the king of cocaine. Dealing with enemies, he called it Plato o Mato, which is meaning silver or lead. He was killed, or before he was killed, when he used to smuggle narcotics across the border. He used to put the narcotics in the tires of the trucks, where you're supposed to put air in the tires. He used to put narcotics in the tires. He used to put narcotics in the gas tank. And one day he was eventually found, and people got in his way. They say he killed an unknown amount of people. It could be hundreds, could be thousands. They still don't know to this day. But when he passed away, over 25,000 people came to his funeral. And that's a little bit about Pablo Escobar. He was known as the king of cocaine and one of the biggest narcotic drug dealers in the whole entire world. That's it.